Good morning, folks. I'm Lee, the Pit Village Trader, and I've got a little video today to talk about how this account has made £3,600 tax-free profit in about 4 weeks. So that's about a month. Specifics, it might be 5-6 weeks. But of course, there was positions that I'd closed prior to this. But roughly speaking, it's about a month. So £3,600 profit in a month. How does that sound? If you like the sound of that and you want to know the system, if you want to call it a system, that I've used to achieve that, then you can see it on pitvillagetrader.co.uk, and I will drop the link below. Basically, there's 3 steps that have allowed me to achieve this kind of success in this month. It's not always this successful, but it has happened, and you can see there we've just crossed the £3,600 mark for the month. What were the 3 steps that allowed me to achieve this? Step 1, manage my risk profile. So learning to correctly manage your risk profile is the first step. What that basically means is understanding if you want to invest £1,000 and you want to open basically, if you want to invest £1,000, you should aim to risk possibly no more than 10% of your account balance per open position when you've got that small account starting size in the beginning. As your account grows, you can reduce that 10% down to 5%, possibly 3%. But when one of the problems that you have as a small account trader is that you don't have the room to grow at the rate that you want to grow if you use those small 5% risk profiles for each £1,000 invested or put towards this case. So that's step 1. So step 1, manage your risk. And what that means is if you want to invest £1,000, don't risk any more than 10% on each position. That means that for each position, if you open 10 positions and you lose 6 and you win 4, on the 6 that you will lose £600, that's £100 per position. And on the 4 that you win, you make sure that you win more than the £600 you've lost. So that's basically the premise of risk management. That's the step 1. Step 2 is buy on strength, sell on weakness. So what made these positions different to any other positions and any other buying criteria was that I don't buy low, sell high, as is the commonly held belief, and most importantly, what you're taught when you're at school, that you should buy low and sell high. That is a very difficult method of prediction that you just don't have access to unless you have inside knowledge in that particular asset or market. So don't try and buy low, sell high. Buy on strength, sell on weakness. What that means is you react to current price action that you can see in the very recent history and what you can see right now. So what you're doing when you're buying on strength and selling on weakness is you're actually trading what you can see and not what you think. And that's different because it is the only real evidence that you have to see if a position, for instance, Evraz in this case, which is my strong position that we've got open at the moment, which I keep referring to because it's such a great example of when to get in and what made this a good buy and a good position to hold. Buy on strength when a share price is going up, sell or be short on weakness when a share price is going down. This had been weak. The price had increased by around about 40% since September 2018. Therefore, it was in a positive trend. That's strength. Strength means when other people smarter than you think this stock is worth being invested in. That pushes the price up. That's strength. When you see that pattern, you want to be in that stock. Weakness is the opposite. When you see the opposite pattern, you want to be out of that stock or you want to short it because fear is present and people much smarter than you don't want to be invested in that stock, or they are slowly selling off their positions as the price continues to drop. So that's step 2, buy on strength, sell on weakness. Step 3, when you have a winning position, try and resist all temptation to close that position too early. That's the single biggest piece of good advice I can give. Jesse Livermore, one of the often most cited, quoted traders in modern history, was a trader who lived in or traded in the 1920s. He made $100 million in 1929, or in that period surrounding 1929. Inevitably, he ended up losing the whole thing later, but when he was at the top of his game, he made $100 million in 1929. And one of the greatest quotes that I've ever seen attributed to him, and I've actually read in his book, Reminiscences of a Stock Operator by Edwin Lefevre, link down below if you're interested in that. It's cheap as anything on Amazon, so it's certainly worth the tiny cost that it will cost to have a look at that. But one of the quotes that he says in that book is, for all of the, I'm summarising, paraphrasing here, for all of the millions that I've made on Wall Street and all the time I've been on Wall Street, the most money I ever made was when I did nothing or sat on my hands, rather than when I was actively doing stuff. And the lesson in that is that most money is made sitting back, holding on to positions and letting the market do its thing. Over trading or trading too often is not, in my experience, profitable, and it is something that 80% of traders, I would say, do. People feel like they should always be invested in something. They should always be, like, if you want to be a full-time trader or a professional trader or earn a supplemental income like I do from trading the markets, then for some reason you feel like your job every day should be trading the markets, but that's not the case. That, you know, in reality, you might open one position and run that position for a year, and that might make 80% of your income for that whole year. So step 3 of the do nothing spread betting system, which is the system that I've employed to achieve these results, is learn to hold on to those winners as long as you can. So sit back, sit on your hands, do nothing. If you can learn to do that, then you will be building the framework to build a good source of supplemental income. And they are the three key tenets of the do nothing spread betting system. What is the do nothing spread betting system? Well, there's a massive article on my website, pitvillagetrader.co.uk, and if you click on the little button at the top, learn to trade, and then there's an option below that for systems or do nothing spread betting system. Click that link and you will see the article on the spread betting system that always profits, with an asterisk, because no trader profits 100% of the time, but there are certain things that you can adopt. Anyway, the do nothing spread betting system requires no news, no market analysis, no listening to market analysts, no being affected by interviews and experts, no observations of fundamentals, no technical analysis. It is a do nothing spread betting system. Do nothing, basically. And there's a couple of excellent little quotes and examples on that article, and I encourage you all to go and look at that now at pitvillagetrader.co.uk. And it is that system that has allowed me to reach this position today, and I want to share that with you because I think it's worth seeing. Evraz PLC, we've held it for about 4 or 5 weeks, and in that time we've seen the share price achieve a profit for us of £3,249. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say today, guys. It's just I committed to giving you updates regularly with this channel, with the new website, or with the website, because it is quite an old website. It's been online since 2011, but I wanted to provide value for you, and I hope that little short video has provided that value. And there's tons more value like that on my website at pitvillagetrader.co.uk. And if you want to leave a comment about this, or if you want to learn more, then pop along to the website and get involved. Start dropping me messages, sending me emails, comments, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm here to help. And yeah, so I hope that helps you, and I hope you're having an amazing day. I hope you're having an amazing night last night. Most importantly, I hope you're spending time with your family, and I hope you're enjoying that time when you are fit and healthy and able to spend time with your family, because ultimately that is the most important thing in your life. Take care, everyone. Be happy and trade well. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.